What is going on, everybody? How we doing today? One moment. There we go. All right. Yeah, we should be all good. We should be good. Sound wise, how we doing? We doing okay? As usual. I hope we are. We are going to be playing some Oblivion today. It is Oblivion Sunday, but I unfortunately could not play at my usual time, 5 p.m. EST, because I had some stuff going on. It was my dad's birthday a few days ago, and we decided we would celebrate today. So I had to talk. I had to talk to him. I had to go and hang out with him and the rest of my family. It was a nice time. It was a nice time. Um, it's funny, like when you're younger, you almost forget that your parents have birthdays, and you don't get into the habit of like remembering them just as is, just cuz, and it can be a little funny sometimes. Apologize. Long day today. Otherwise, I was on a wild goose chase for a rental car, and I finally found one, but it was a fucking pain in the ass, dude. And yeah, but anyway, we're gonna be doing our thing. Um, did you guys real quick? Did you guys know that Costco has gift cards that basically give you free money? Like you can get two $50 gift cards to say like Top Golf or um, um, DoorDash. You can get a basically like a $100 gift card for DoorDash for $80. It's like 79.99 at Costco. That's such a crazy thing. I'm gonna have a good time. I'm gonna have a grand old time going to Costco to basically get free fucking money. That's such a it's such a weird thing, but it's nice. It's nice. Anyway, Snurf G, Izzy's career is done. Yeah. You'll probably see him go the way of like a Weidman type character and stuff like that. Where, here's the thing, right? Um, Chris Weidman, in my opinion, did not have the career that Israel Adesanya had. If we're just being honest here, like you can say what you want about Israel Adesanya. Hell, God knows I've said a lot about Israel, but um, at the end of the day, like he did have a pretty prolific career. If we're just being honest, and was he fun to watch? No. Was it interesting all the time? No. Right? But like he was very active when he was fighting, and he was pretty dominant for a long time until he slipped and fell, and now here he is. But like you're probably gonna see him. He'll fight lower and lower on the card as time goes on. If he even decides to continue fighting, he might be like, no, I don't want to be not main eventing fucking cards and things like that. And it was crazy to see him on a fight night. Like the idea of him going down to a fight night card was something. That was pretty fucking crazy. Excuse me. Um, it's hey, it is what it is. The fight game is a cruel mistress. One minute you're hot, the next minute you're not, and when you're not, I mean, don't get me wrong, your fans will probably like you still, but nobody really cares about you. It's not even that people all of a sudden hate you, although there are people who will all of a sudden hate you, but you will notice that a lot of people are all of a sudden cold on you. Like my first fight I lost, nobody wanted to talk to me after. Nobody wanted to shake my hand, give me a fist bump, say, "Hey, great job." There was one guy in the crowd because I held on for so long, and the guy couldn't put me away as quickly as he wanted to. One guy was like, "Sir," he called me sir, and then he shook my hand and he was like, "Thank you." And I was like, "Hey man, no problem." I didn't know what else to say. I didn't know what to say. My next fight I won. And after that, all of a sudden, like people are introducing themselves to me and stuff like that. This one guy from a management company is like, "Hi, I'm blah 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 from Slime Athletics, from Slime Athletics. Oh, blah blah blah. My name is blah blah blah." All of a sudden he wants to talk to me. All of a sudden he knows my name without me having to be introduced to him. And obviously, like you can say, "Oh yeah, no, I was on the card earlier." But the thing is, I've been on plenty of cards. I've been on plenty of cards, and I've seen plenty of cards, and I never remember anybody. I'll remember some of the girls on the cards. I'll remember the names of some of the girls on the cards. I'll be honest with you. Or if there's a guy that I'm always seeing around, or if there's one that I'm kind of cool with, I'll remember that he was on the card, and I might even remember what fight he was. But typically, I'm not. You know, I don't care about any of the other fights, even if I'm having fun watching a card. It's like, oh, there's these two dudes. I don't know their names. Whatever. Fuck it. So it's a situation where that guy definitely was like, oh, that guy just won, and he won an exciting fight in a semi-dominant fashion. It was back and forth, but he was really in control most of the time. I definitely want to get this guy in my stable. I wanna be able to utilize this guy. All of a sudden I got girls adding me on Facebook and shit like that. It's really weird, and that's just after one amateur fight that I won. It was an exciting fight, but it was just a fucking amateur fight on a card full of other amateur fights and then a few pro fights. So it's like, it's just crazy. The fight game is crazy. People are two-faced, and you're either hot or you're not, and if you're not, there's no saving you. You're the only one who can save yourself. I have some wine. I have some Francis Coppola. Francis Coppola celebrating Apocalypse Now, I suppose. Not bad. This isn't a sweet wine. This is a Pinot Noir. So, I almost didn't buy any today. And then my wife was like, baby, I kind of want a beer or two. I kind of want to have a beer or two. So I was like, fuck it. I guess I'll buy some wine. I'll probably have a beard as well. A beard. I'll probably have a beard. But yeah, like, the bottom line of what I'm saying, I'm just sharing my experience in the fight game so I can kind of tell you that, like, look, I was like an absolute nobody. I was practically less than nobody when I was fighting. And people still gave me that kind of treatment. So I can only imagine what it's going to be like for Israel Adesanya. I actually almost feel bad for him in a certain sense. It's crazy. It is crazy. And we'll probably see him go the way of Weidman in a certain sense. You never know. He might be able to pull something out of his ass, but you'll probably see him fighting lower and lower on the cards, and then eventually they'll be like, oh yeah, we want you to be the feature fight on the prelims, and it's like, ooh, he literally starts making those noises. He starts making those fucking noises when they're like, you're gonna be the feature fight on the prelim, bud. Dominic Cruz final fight this month. My favorite fighter against Rob Font. Really, Dominic Cruz versus Rob Font. That's pretty crazy. When's that gonna be? Is that gonna be a fight night, or is that gonna be on a numbered card? Because I'd actually be curious to see that, because Rob Font is from Massachusetts, and he used to be affiliated with my Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu program. Because the way a lot of jiu-jitsu schools will operate is they'll kind of form coalitions with other schools. It'll either be like, you have a brand that sort of expands, like you have one school that ends up being a home base and then certain other people open up schools, or you'll just have like, there's this school and there's that school, and they form a coalition, and maybe that coalition has a name, maybe it doesn't, I don't know, it is what it is. And because of that, Rob Font and Calvin Cater as well, they used to be affiliated with the coalition that I was a part of. They were up north, of course. I'm the South Shore. I'm in the South Shore. They're in the North Shore, so we're about an hour away from each other. But it's just cool to see hometown guys, or you know what I mean by hometown. It's cool to see hometown guys doing well. 22nd, the 22nd, and it's going to be a fight night. We'll have to watch that. Is anybody else interesting on the card? I'm just curious. I would assume that's going to be a main event. Rob Font versus Dominic Cruz. It's interesting though, because Rob Font has been like doing well. I don't know if he's. You know what? Let's look up Rob Font, because I'm just curious. I want to make sure I speak before I'm like, he's been on a fucking tear. But Rob Font. Yep. Where's it at? Oh, huh. No, actually. Never mind. Wow. Rob Font has fought a lot of good dudes. Rob Font has fought a lot of named dudes, if you want to call them that, right? And I mean, he's been fighting for a long time. I remember he was in the UFC when I first started. Like this is about 6 months after my first fight. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, I mean he's got a decent record, right? A decent record. 21 wins, 8 losses. That's not like the worst of the worst. I haven't been following him like a motherfucker is the thing. I haven't been following him like a motherfucker. So I like for some reason I didn't realize he lost to Corey Sandhagen and Davison Figueiredo. As well as Marlon Vera and Jose Aldo. I had no clue he ever fought Jose Aldo. Um, so that was pretty crazy. Oh, he lost. He missed weight. Oh, son of a bitch. He missed weight. You see, it's really really bad if you miss weight and then lose. He's really really lucky he didn't get cut after this. Oh, that's Cheeto. Fucking I forgot Cheeto Vera's first name is actually Marlon. Um, but anyway, yeah. If you miss weight and then lose, there's a good chance you get kicked the fuck out, you know? So it's pretty crazy that he was able to miss weight and not get kicked out, but that's because it was fight of the night performance, a unanimous decision win for Marlon Vera. So, it takes two to tango. A fight of the night is not just one guy did really well, it's both guys did really well. So that's probably why he didn't get kicked out. Oh man. But anyway, yeah, I mean, he had a win over Kyler Phillips. They're probably trying to, you see, and this is one of the things that I was going to talk about, right? Dominic Cruz fighting Rob Font. I honestly think Rob Font will probably take that because how old is Dominic Cruz anyway? Just curious. I don't even know why he's still bothering to fight. It's like how well, I mean, that's the thing. Yeah, he's 39 years old. Dominic Cruz is 39 years old. Um, Rob Font is like 35, 36, somewhere around there. I want to say maybe even 37. So they're not that different age wise. They're not that different age wise, but um, it doesn't get any better. It doesn't get any better as you get older, and in fact, it gets a lot worse, a lot quicker. The older you get when you're fighting at bantamweight and featherweight, it does not get any easier. It gets a lot harder really quick. Um, so like I think they're probably putting him in a situation where they're trying to give him a sweetheart deal, but they're also not trying to completely give him something that give him something that is going to be a gift, right? They're trying to hit that balance between all right, we're doing you a favor here, and we aren't just going to let you ride off into the sunset because very rarely do you ever get to ride off into the sunset in MMA. Usually, it's you go out in a hail of punches, being declared the loser of your last fight, and then you give that heartfelt speech, and you leave your gloves in the cage, and you walk out. That's usually how it goes in those situations. And the reason why is because it is advantageous for the business side to not have people walking into the sunset. It's better for somebody to lose on the way out because if someone like Jose Aldo was going to have his final fight, they would want him to fight somebody who is on their way up and who they can say, oh, he beat Jose Aldo. So you have people trying to set up situations where somebody makes a name off of a legend as opposed to just letting the legend have, maybe a bit of a sweetheart deal on their way out. So that they can, again, like I said, ride off into the sunset. They go off after a win. That's why George St. Pierre was pissing Dana White off so much. Partially also because he was winning championships and then like leaving immediately after. That's what happened with Michael Bisping is he left immediately after he won the championship. And Dana was pissed off at that because that puts him in a spot where he's like, what do I even fucking do now? I got to set up a title eliminator and have two dudes fight? Are you crazy? What the fuck? And then there's situations like with the Johnny Hendricks one where like after an extremely tough fight where you got to wonder like if George's head was still in the game. He's like, I do not know if my head is still in the game. I need to take a break for a minute, for a moment, and I need to figure out what I am going to do next. I will be back probably in a little while. He's sitting here talking like that, and Dana's like, no, you owe him a rematch, blah, blah, blah. And that's because the rematch between GSP and Hendricks would have been like huge, after a fight like that, it would have been huge. Um, the bottom line is it's a business at the end of the day, and you see that seep through every now and again. You saw that with what's his face, Merab versus Umar, Nurmagomedov. It was so clear that they wanted Umar Nurmagomedov to win that. Ooh, what's up, baby? Oh, the way you were looking at me, I thought it was disturbing you or something. Yeah. Like, it is so clear they wanted Umar Nurmagomedov to win that. It is so fucking apparent. And, he didn't. So now Dana's stuck with Merab, who he probably doesn't really want I almost said as a referee, as a champion. Or if he wants someone like Merab as a champion, he would probably rather have a Nurmagomedov as a champion again. Because that, from a moneymaker standpoint, is so much better than having Merab, if we're just being honest here. And Merab's a fun guy. I like his personality. He's just fun to listen to. And, like, he may not have the most exciting style, although he tries his best. He absolutely fucking manhandles dudes in a way that, like, people typically do not get manhandled. And that's exciting. But, like, it is what it is. Merab, when it comes to his wrestling, he's a little bit more exciting than someone like the Nurmagomedovs, right? Habib and his camp, they have a very formulaic style of grappling, which is use your punches to push him up against the cage, shoot in when he's up against the cage so that he can't sprawl normally, and then take him down and hold him down and land some punches and just wait for the end of the round. That's basically what their thing is. They might go for a submission or something like that. It's very formulaic, and it gets really, really tiring. It gets really, really boring. And you'll notice that with the Nurmagomedovs, they have a bit of a hard time shooting in from center cage. If they can't use that cage to their advantage, there's actually a really good chance that their takedowns get stuffed. We've seen Conor McGregor stuff one of Habib's takedowns. I think multiple of Habib's takedowns, actually. We saw again, like, Merab stuffed the fuck out of Umar's takedowns. It's hard for them to score takedowns anywhere but that one spot that they are good at scoring takedowns. Merab seems like he can do it at will, pretty much wherever he feels like, which is pretty crazy, pretty fucking crazy. Especially against someone with the pedigree of Umar Nurmagomedov, or one of those Dagestani wrestlers and things like that. I'll fucking till I'm blue in the face. I'll talk about how I don't think the Dagestanis are as good as people think they are, as good as people say they are. I'll say that until I'm blue in the face, but they're still very, very good. They're still extremely, extremely good. And stuffing takedowns is fundamental wrestling. So, regardless of how good you want to say they are at MMA, how whatever they are, there's still a, it's to be able to just take them down at will is like, whoa. But anyway, who do you think would win if they fought, Merab or Aljo? Probably Merab. Kind of tasteless. Yeah, it's not terrible. Not terrible. Oh, the main event is Henry Cejudo versus Song Yadong. Really? Damn, that's crazy. Hold on. Oh, wait. No, I can just look up Dominic Cruz's thing because it'll show where he's going to be fighting out of. Oh man. Oh, it doesn't have the fucking thing yet. UFC fight. No, I just want to see. That was the most recent. They're already doing Duplessis versus Strickland too. When is UFC 312? Does anyone know? Events. Oh, duh. 8 events. February 8th. So that's the ooh. Man. Huh. That's good. That's gonna be man. That's gonna be kind of tough to not stream. Duplessis versus Strickland too. Baby, Duplessis and Strickland are fighting this Saturday. I might have to stream that. As much as I honestly don't want to, because I streamed so much this weekend, I was like, oh, I'm looking forward to not having to stream next weekend, you know. But it's kind of hard to not stream for that one. And then Pereira versus Ankalev. I always have to take a second to remember how to pronounce his name. That's gonna be a month from then, March 8th. You know. No, but yeah. Anyway, Cejudo versus Song. Um, Brendan Allen, Anthony Hernandez have no clue. No clue. You see, like the idea that Dominic Cruz is not going to be co-main on this is kind of a shame, if I'm being honest with you. You know, Dominic Cruz is like I figured this was going to be a main event because Rob Font just won. I believe the last fight night was a fight night Rob Font versus whoever. I believe that was what it was marketed as. You know, and then Dominic Cruz is a legend of the game. You know, it's like, what the fuck, man? You know, Edson Barboza is going to be fighting on there. Fuck him. Just curious who else is fighting, you know? Alright. Anyway. Yeah. I do gotta get to the because I can only stream for like 2 hours. I can really only stream for 2 hours. I really can't be doing much more because I need to get ready for work tomorrow and shit like that. But oh man, doesn't mean we can't still talk about it, dude. My fucking hand is still like all fucked up. Like it's hard to see, you know, that cut doesn't look as bad. And then there's also, I don't know if you can see, there's a lot of dry skin from the freezer burn, you know, from the fucking from the frostbite. Frostbite. I had frostbite on my hands. It might be easier to see on this one. You can kind of see it. You can kind of sort of see it. It's not great, but you can kind of sort of see it. You know, shit's ridiculous. But yeah, honestly, smart moron. I think Marab would probably take that. Scott, you're gonna be the first person to streak a UFC fight like a football game. Yes, sir. I'm just waiting for them to come to Boston. Oh, what's going on, Richie? I didn't realize you were here. Fucking thoughts on whatever that Aiden Ross fight was. Aiden Ross was in a fight. That is interesting. We'll see if we can track down that Aiden Ross situation if he apparently was in a fight, and we'll take a look at it. We'll take a look at it. Oh, Aiden Ross boxing event. That was Aiden Ross's boxing event. Oh, really? So did Aiden Ross had a boxing event. So does he like and Vex Bolts was there. Vex Bolts was there. Vex Bolts' boys with what's it called? With Jacob. You know, Pow Envy. Again, yeah, I don't know what's going on with this. It's probably stupid as shit though. If we're just being honest here, it's probably dumb as fuck. If I will say, right, like, you know, I'm literally watching I'm fucking reacting to a reaction. We're not gonna watch this whole thing, you know. I will say, like, oh no, they do have dudes here. They do have people here. But like this is like if Misfits wants to survive, they need to take this format. They need to have it be like Karate Combat, where there's like no more than like 100 to 200 people in person, and then you can watch on like a YouTube stream or something like that. They need to take their overhead. They need to take all that shit and they need to shrink that, and they need to do their best. Fuck. Now it's itching. Now my dry ass hands are itching. You know, they need to stop trying to focus on selling tickets and stuff like that, because the days of filling a stadium and that being and that being some kind of big like achievement, that's kind of over. Like that's how I knew that Creator Clash 2 was an epic failure. before they actually mentioned anything. I knew it because instead of talking about how much money they raised for charity, or how many pay-per-view buys they had and stuff like that, they said, oh, we sold out the Amalie Arena. And it's like, if you know anything about the fight game, you know that selling out the arena is not that big of a deal compared to the pay-per-view buys. Pay-per-view is where you make your bread. You know, that just is what it is. Excuse me. Um, but yeah, so it's it's not a bad idea in concept. You know, this is a lot cheaper than renting out the Amalie Arena or fighting at the O2 in London and things like that. You know, influencer boxing isn't what it used to be. So, oh boy. Oh boy. Looks like a couple of fucking freshmen. Oh man. Oh, holy shit, man. We have two dudes reacting. We have two dudes reacting. One of them is Aiden. One of them is Aiden. I don't even know who these guys are. Holy fuck. Yeah, I mean, just like a lot of influencer boxing, it's kind of a joke, but it is sort of funny to watch. I think if you're interested in that sphere, it probably is a little bit more interesting to you. Um, and that's kind of the issue with influencer boxing, is that it started off as a way to see what would happen if we took the Epic Mealtime guy and Ego Raptor and threw them in a fucking ring together, right? What would happen if we took this former Vine star turned YouTube influencer, named what was his name again? Jake Paul. Yeah, fucking dumbass name. Whatever. What would happen if we took him and we put him in with that KSI dude? What would happen if we did that? That's what influencer boxing was supposed to be. Now it's like random dudes trying to make a name for themselves through influencer boxing, and because they have, like, a couple tens of thousands of followers on, like, TikTok or something like that, they're getting into it. This is what it is. Go ahead and do your thing, but it's that's why influencer boxing is dead. I actually was gonna try and get on one of those Misfits cards. I asked Sam. I have the text still. Fucking maybe when I inevitably get into a very public Twitter feud with Jet Neptune over something, I'll release the texts. I'll release the texts between me and Sam, where I asked, "Yo, dude, do you think, like, I know it's a big ask, but do you think you could maybe get me on one of the Misfits cards?" And he texted Keemstar, right? And Keemstar was like, potentially, but he has to have an online presence. Um, like, we were gonna get me on the card. Bottom line, that we were going to do that, but fucking, I wanted to lose weight, which highly successful weight loss journey. And by the time I lost all that weight, influencer boxing was dead. You know, I really should have just. Oh, what am I doing? I really should have just said fuck it and just been like, whatever, who cares? Fucking, I'll just fight a fat YouTuber. Who gives a fuck? Harley is a unit. Yeah. Do you have boxer's pinky? I have a mild case from hockey. I don't even know what boxer's pinky is. My pinkies are all good. You know. I don't know what is. I'm curious now. What is boxer's pinky? Boxer's pinky, kid. Oh, boxer's fracture. A boxer's fracture specifically refers to a break in the fifth metacarpal bone, which is the bone underneath the pinky finger. The injury is common among boxers, but can occur in anyone who punches a hard surface, such as a wall. No, I actually currently have broken my knuckle right here, and it's healing up, and it's starting to re-solidify. But there was a point a couple months ago where I could move my knuckle, and it would, like, it'd do that. I might have slipped and fell after getting mad, and my fist may have accidentally hit a stud on the wall. But yeah, like other than that, I've never broken my hand, and like my hand is perfectly fine. Otherwise, I'm literally just waiting for my knuckle to stop shifting when I push on it. Hurts a little bit when I punch, but like it's nothing crazy. Um, and I partially credit that to the fact that I never used wraps. And I'm not telling you to not use wraps. You should always use any and all protective equipment that is recommended by other people, right? But me personally, like I never used wraps because I didn't have them when I first started. And I used them for a little bit, but I got tired of having to wrap my hands and then unwrap them and then fucking roll the shit up, and then they start stinking after a while because they're all sweaty and shit like that. I got tired of that shit, so I was just like, fuck it, who cares? I just won't use wraps, you know? And, because of that, I don't have hand injuries nearly as much as I used to. But anyway, moving on. I can't grip a controller the same. The grip strength just isn't the same. Yeah. Nah, my pinkies are jacked, bro. Although these fucking cuts on my hand sure are frustrating. You know, this one's actually gotten a lot better. It's closed up at least. That one closed up, This one's closing up, but this one's new as of like yesterday. And it's literally just a tear in the skin, too. You can see it's just like a tear in the skin because I was moving it. I use kinesio tape. Oh boy. I'm sure Ramsey Dewey loves you. Oh wait, what am I doing? Silly me. Silly me. Alright. Hello. I gotta look up the lore behind this guy because he's literally always just chilling there. Nah, dude, keep chilling out. Keep chilling outside of whatever castle I get dragged to when I break the fucking law. Just keep hanging out. Don't make us any money. Don't make us any money or anything like that. Just keep on loitering in front of the castles. Literally every castle, every single castle that I happen to be in front of. Fucking creep. Stay away from my kids. Oh damn. I need to get like heal major wound or something like that. I'd use tape or foil, but we get a 5-game suspension for using it. Yeah, I'm sure getting into a fist fight with wrapped hands is probably not a good thing, in the eyes of the hockey world. Where am I even going? Oh, let's see what am currently though. Okay. All right. So I'll go. I'm gonna go to Castle Skingrad, I guess. Oh yeah, yeah. Because I'm in the third part of the Dark Brotherhood quest line. So I'm at a point where I'm picking up dead drops. I'm not talking to anybody. Dead drop orders 3 gold. Hell yeah. I picked up my reward and received my next contract. Broken vows. I picked up my next contract from the dead drop in the Castle Skingrad. Well, I have been ordered to kill the Khajiit Jagasta, who can be found at his house in Bruma. Jagasta is a master of unarmed combat and will prove a challenging opponent. I should also be aware that Jagasta is expecting trouble and has paid off the guards to look the other way if our fight spills into the city streets. Okay. I'm gonna kill that. I'm gonna kill that kitty. Where I'm gonna kill Jagasta first, and then I'm gonna do the Castle Skingrad one, just because it'll be fun. I'm also gonna go in there unarmed. I'm gonna beat the fuck out of him. Wooden door to Jagasta's house. Skin, are we, yeah, where are we again? Bruma. Yeah, it's like I said, Bruma is one of my favorite cities, but if I had to live in one of these cities, I don't think Bruma would be the top one. I think it would probably either be Skingrad or Chaden Hall. You know, mostly Chaden Hall. You know, I think Bruma might be third on the list. All right. I'm just waiting to get that 100. Geez, this dude drinks like a fish, don't he? Is that him? No. Did I break into the wrong house? Whoops. Whoopsies. I broke into the wrong house. You know, like, there is something nice to me about the idea of a studio apartment. It feels nice and cozy a lot of the time. Although, like, a lot of studio apartments are like, you know, there's a lot of scumbags out there, you know, who they'll try and make a closet into a studio apartment. And like the reason why is because I look back fondly on my time living in a rooming house where um you know, you only had one room, you had like 4 or 5 bathrooms shared between like 30 people. You know, that part sucked, but it was nice to have sort of like just a small space to call my own where like I didn't. You just sneeze? Bless you.
Indeed.
Bless you.
Thank you.
You know, it's nice to get out of bed and just immediately be able to like walk 5 feet to get some food instead of having to be like, fuck, I gotta go into the kitchen, you know? It was cozy, and that's the thing that I liked about it. It was nice and cozy, and it was kind of like a haven for me. It was a haven like that. A silver goblet, dude. Have you ever tried to talk finances with somebody who is just absolutely incapable of understanding? You know, and it's not that they're stupid. It's just that they just have never really thought about it, and trying to get them to think about it is like next to impossible. I did that recently. I went to somebody and I was like, "Oh yeah," because they were asking me about something at work where they were like, "Hey, so we get a pension now? How's that work?" And I tried to explain it to him, and then I also explained to him about 401ks, and he's like, "Oh yeah, you know me, I'm a bit of a cheapskate. I don't want my money going anywhere other than my pocket." You know, like, yeah, sure, I'll have to retire one day, but who says I'm gonna make it there? And it's like, well, you know, that's oh, interesting. A locked keg, huh? Hmm. Oh, shit. Yo, that's crazy that you can find this stuff. That's crazy that you can find this stuff in here. Wow. I never knew that. This is a first for me. I never knew that you could find his black hand shit and then the 5 tenets. Wow. Wow, that's wild, dude. Damn. 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 Damn, bro. Damn. Anyway, Um, yeah, I tried to explain to him like, oh yeah, you know, it's good to have investments though, because if you do live that long, you know, and even if you don't, you can pass them on to somebody who you care about. And he's like, oh yeah, you know, I still don't know. And I mentioned something about precious metals. I was like, oh yeah, precious metals can be good to invest in too. You know, you can do silver. And he's like, oh, you know, I just have like a silver fork, you know, from my grandmother. That's all I have. And it's like, all right, that's cool. I'm talking about like actually investing in like in fucking silver coins, and I have a silver quarter that I bought because it's a quarter and it's cool. I mean, like 1 ounce rounds specifically, exclusively for the investment value, you know? And it was just crazy trying to explain that to him, you know? Man, that's so wild that you can do that. And that's part of the reason why this game is so good. You can accidentally stumble upon the fact that yes, this guy has black hand stuff. And then, you know what? It's not just it's black hand robes too is the crazy part. All right, it's time to knuckle up. See his bitch ass.
I don't recall inviting you into my house. Leave quickly, or we will have a problem.
You can't see me. I'm not here. We already have a problem, Jagasta. Oh, but I was invited by Sithis.
Sithis? What is this treachery? Who sent you? I don't know who is behind this outrage, but I will have blood. To the void with you, assassin.
Oh, damn. Oh, damn. I love how he went lifted into the air, uppercutted into the air. Jagasta is dead. I must pick up my reward and next contract at the dead drop located in the rotten box under the old bridge just south of the Imperial City. You see, like, I one thing I will say that I wish you could do is I wish you could discover that black hand robe and then be like, wait a second, what the hell is going on? I wish you could have a crisis of conscience, if you will, and be like, oh, I can't, you know, Azir Trajajaziri. Holy fuck. Fucking, this is an absurd book, but like all things Khajiit, as the expression goes, Gazalzi Vaberzarita Mazi, or absurdity has become necessity. Much of what I have to say has probably. I'm already bored. Fucking idiot. You fucking idiot. Why'd you make me do that? Huh? Why'd you make me do that to you? Huh? You think I want to do that? You think I wanted to do that to you? I warned you. Anyway, I wish you could have had a crisis of conscience and been like, wait a second, huh? That's weird. We're not supposed to, like, this guy's in the Dark Brotherhood, and not just that, but he's in the Black Hand. This guy is part of the Black Hand. But also, now that I'm thinking of it, it's a little weird because I'm pretty sure you meet up with 4 Black Hand members. And then you have a Lucian LeChance as well. So what's the deal here? How is Jagasta part of the Black Hand? Because again, like this is Black Hand robes, Black Hand hood, Black Hand robe. You can see the blood stains. Yeah, like that's not supposed to be the case. You're not supposed to actually be able to like use those yet. Or not, it's not that you're not supposed to be able to use those. It's that like um like the Black Hand is 5 members. I'm pretty sure you walk in on 4 of them having just flayed Lucian LeChance alive. So what was the deal with Jagasta in that case?
You've got a real bounce to your step. I bet you're quite the acrobat.
All right. I want to go see, oh. I guess it's supposed to be Castle Bruma that I go to.
Yes, master.
What's up, bitch?
It's a pleasure to see you. I've heard much about your deeds from my people in Bruma. I trust the stipend Tolgan gave you whetted your appetite.
Yes, that's why I'm here.
Good point. Allow me to
I can't just be here because I'm a nice guy.
I'm Countess Narina Kavain. I assume you've noticed all the Akaviri relics I'm displaying. Well, it's safe to say I'm a collector of sorts. I've invested a great deal of time and money acquiring these bits of ancient history. In fact, I'd be so bold as to proclaim my collection the most complete in all Cyrodiil, perhaps even beyond. Except for one thing. A particular relic has eluded me for many years. Possessing this piece of Akaviri antiquity would make my collection complete. I'm of course referring to the Draconian Madstone.
The Draconian Madstone.
The stone is a fine bit of Akaviri craftsmanship. Worn like an amulet, this talisman is said to protect the wearer from poisons of any type. The Madstone appears as a snake coiled around and encircling itself. The eyes of the snake are supposed to be precious gems or some such. Through my sources, I've learned that the last reported location of the Madstone was the ruins at Pale Pass.
All right.
Are you familiar with the history of Pale Pass?
Nope. No, and I don't care.
Back at the end of the First Era, raiders from the continent of Akavir attempted to gain a foothold here in Tamriel. At that time, the Empire was broken into smaller factions. Raymond Cyrodiil decided to unify them and form an army to repel the Akaviri raiders. The force became known as the Army of Raymond. The two armies clashed in what's now northern Cyrodiil. The Akaviri were strong and well supplied. But their greatest error was marching through Morrowind on the way to their objective and dismissing the response it would garner from Vivek. They didn't count on Lord Vivek forming an alliance with the Trident Kings of the Dreg. From Morrowind he struck at their rear flank. Not only did this make the Akaviri fight on two fronts, it also cut off access to reinforcements and supplies from the sea.
So the Alliance ended the conflict? Wait, who is Raymond Cyrodiil?
You must be joking, right? Who hasn't heard of the greatest known hero of the First Age?
Me?
Raymond Cyrodiil not only was the conqueror of the Akaviri forces, but he actually convinced them to help build the Empire as it is today. With such an empire at his disposal, he conquered most of Tamriel, except Morrowind, of course, and was crowned emperor. In fact, he instituted the rites of becoming an emperor, which included the construction of the Amulet of Kings. His alliance with Lord Vivek during the Akaviri invasion is just one example of his cunning and ingenuity. Not quite. The army of Raymond knew that the organized Akaviri forces were commanded from a hidden post in the mountains. Rumors placed it in a snowy vale called Pale Pass. That's where Raymond focused his attention. As his forces fought their way across the Gerald Mountains, the Akaviri suddenly surrendered. It was assumed they were overwhelmed and gave up. The only strange part was that the command post and Pale Pass were never found. It was dismissed as a rumor, and the army of Raymond celebrated. It's come to my attention that the post did exist, and it happens to be the last reported location of the Draconian Madstone. Honora and Jorunda were once a happy couple.
Just
but
curious
that's
about
over
that.
now. I hear that he took all of their money and stashed it after he committed a robbery. He was going to skip town on Honora, but got arrested before making good on his escape. Now she has no money left at all, poor thing.
Oh, we got another one.
If you retrieve the Draconian Madstone for me, I'll be happy to compensate you by rewarding you with another Akaviri artifact. Are you game?
Baby, could you hand me mine? Yeah. I forgot I got one of those.
I had a feeling you'd accept. Good. Then let me tell you how you're going to find the Madstone. I've come into the possession of a diary. Written
You can't just
by
say
Akaviri
Madstone. It's got to be the Madstone.
I suspect that the text within can lead you to the ruins.
Thank
It's
you.
a translation of the passages we could still read. It was quite damaged. I've also included a rough map that was drawn in the diary as well. I'm also providing you with a unique key that was supposedly found with the diary. I'm assuming it'll prove useful when you arrive at the site. May the path ahead be free of danger.
Jumping mad high now. Whoop. I might be dead. Never mind. I thought I was gonna die. Oh. This is one of my favorite parts of this game. Just being able to fucking, like, whoosh. Can I... Oh. Son of a bitch. Oh, damn it. Again? Alright. Let's find that Madstone. What? Nah, are you kidding me? Day 3. It is with a heavy heart and a trembling hand that I pen this latest entry. It has been several days since I have seen anyone else on the road from our garrison at Grave Ridge. The road is lonely and treacherous. I am rationing my supplies to prepare for a tough path ahead. As long as Raymond Cyrodiil's army hasn't located our headquarters at Pale Pass, the journey should be fairly uneventful. I admit I am nervous. It is an honor to be selected to carry these orders to our fort, but sending me alone is a calculated risk. Why is it not my own life I am worried about? It is the importance of the contents of the orders that aggrieves me. Excuse me. If they are somehow lost, the fort will now know that their supplies are going to be delayed by a month. Without that knowledge, the fort may choose to press the attacks on the front line as their supplies dwindle. They're counting on those supplies to be there sooner. I must not fail getting this message there. The slate rock that the orders have been carved upon for safety weighs me down. It is a constant reminder of more than physical burden that I carry. Day 7. It has been 2 days, and I have finally arrived at Dragonclaw Rock. The huge formation is a welcome and invigorating sight. The giant stone appears to reach down from the north and strike at the heart of Remus's forces, like our armies have been doing for the better part of a year now. I have still encountered no one else on this trail. I hope that as I head due west along the narrow path, I will find someone who can give me news as to how our men are faring in the war. Day 8. Damn. Really? I'm going to have to read all of these? Alright. I don't feel like having to deduce where that is. We don't quite have enough time. I have another hour. I have another hour to be doing this. So Pale Pass. All right. We're looking at the Cyrodiil Skyrim border. Hmm. I'm gonna go to the Wild Eye Stables and go to the top. I like how I'm so fast. I don't even need to bother with horses anymore. I'm just like, fuck it. Shadowmere, I don't give a fuck about that. Oh, hey. Damn. Fucking asshole. That's right, pussy. I'm gonna beat them cheeks. Holy shit, dude. There's there's jiggle. Yo, the booty jiggles, guys. Holy fuck. You see that? Alright. So Dragonclaw Rock, where is that? Yes, right there, right there, right there. Okay. So I'm actually kind of figuring it out as is. Okay. So I need to go the other way. Oh, fuck. I hit the boundary. I almost got caught crossing the border into Skyrim. They would have tried to cut my head off. Oh. What up, pussy? Oh, damn, he kicked me. You can even see blood spatter on the gloves here. All right, so we got I forget who this is supposed to be. Oh, there it is. Damn, there's a fucking will-o'-the-wisp. It's, alright, cool. Glow dust, troll fat. Oh, man. Damn, that thing was fucking me up, huh? I'm gonna have to take some potions. Got him. Cool. Alright, take that. Skeleton. Akaviri orders. Oh, man. I'm curious about what the Akaviri orders say. You... I don't know. Maybe those will be for something. Got him. Pale Pass Ogre Stone Wrecker. Oh, a will-o'-the-wisp. Oh. Glow dust, I will take that. These guys, I'm fucking them up right now. Take that, and then... Oh, nope. I'll set on that. Oh, damn. That dude's tough. Got him right in the ass. Topaz, that's my birthstone. I like how they both just slide down. Sick. I am the assassin. Got him. Robe of Protection. I might just take that because I can sell it. It's only 2. Pale Pass? Ah, yes. Pale Pass. Got him. Hell yeah. It's funny that I can roll forward like that. Bang, bang. Let's see if I can recover the other arrow. That'd be nice. Ah, yes. Alright. So here I am at Pale Pass, but I don't know where the hell I'm supposed to go. Oh, to get to the fort. Fuck. He stopped just short. I mean, I feel like we're getting closer. We're starting to find man-made structures and stuff like that. That looks like a path that I'm supposed to take. Frozen lake. Ah. I think I got him right in the ass. Ah, nope. Yeah, this is definitely a path. Yeah, I would assume I have to go this way. There we go. Yep, there it is. He's running in. I like how he's running it. Wow, really? Oh, fuck, I Nell marked him. Damn, bro, he got Nell marked. Oh, fuck. Damn, dude. Damn, sucks for this dude. Holy fuck. Alright. Where the hell am I supposed to go? Uh-oh. Ah, there we go. Hey. Ah, that was rude. Oh, damn, I got him again. I Nell marked him again. If you guys don't know what I mean by Nell mark, you know, I don't even know if anybody's here. Nobody's talked in chat for a little while. But if anybody who's here doesn't know what Nell marking is or to be Nell marked is, go ahead and look that up. Tank Abbott versus Nell mark. I forget what his first name is. Oh. Oh, there's the entrance. genuine Akaviri katana. Well, well. I figured that thing was gonna take him out. Oh, damn it, what the hell? Where's an actual fucking sword that I can use. Long sword of pain, screw it. I'm using it. See, like, I like the dwarven stuff a little bit, but I'm not a big fan of it because, like, how are you going to cut something with a sword that thick? That's just not going to happen, you know? It's just a little weird. It kind of looks like you're swinging a Halloween prop when you swing when you have a dwarven sword. I like dwarven daggers a little bit better, you know? Oh, hey. Got him. Oh, yeah. Haha, I thought you got me. Some silver arrows. I suppose I'll take those.
Yeah.
That. Oh, really? Whatever. Fangs of the serpent. Those things are.
Yeah.
There we go. Oh, okay, so leading me to the same place anyway. Damn. Oh, fuck. Oh, dude. I just can't make it work. There we go. It said venom of the serpent or something like that. I just want to check down here. Sorry if I'm quiet. It's because nobody in chat is talking, assuming anyone's even here. And then I'm also just like, you know, I'm focusing on the game, and then I'm also no. I'm also just a little tired today. I could be your commander, Mishaxi.
We've awaited your arrival, messenger. You have made a long and perilous journey, but there is no time to rest. The army of Raymond is at our doorstep, and our supplies have dwindled. We have awaited your arrival. Tell us, what news do you bring from Akavir?
I'm here for the Mad Stone.
Well done, soldier. Your mission is complete, and you have my thanks. Now we may rest. Long live the Akavir.
What can I do for you?
It's just, what can I do for you?
What can I do for you?
There's no more ghostly voice.
Goodbye.
After seeing the orders of the Akaviri commander vanished, the ruins are now silent and at peace. After so many years, the Akaviri's final mission has been completed. I should proceed ahead and search for the Mad Stone. Oh, thanks, pal. Like, the idea of a throne room is such a crazy thing to me. Like, imagine fucking... interesting. Isn't that, I don't know if that's Skingrad, but I feel like there's a place in Tamriel that has this, it's not a sigil, symbol. One of the cities, but like I couldn't imagine just plopping my ass down here and just chilling. Especially, this is such a weird place to do so. It's like, it's actually kind of cool, but there is something about the feng shui that's a little bit weird. You would think that it would be here, you know, but I guess a dude is just kind of chilling here. I don't know. Anyway. What's going on, Unforced Ego? Thanks for being here, pal. The Draconian Madstone. Get these. Oh, damn. Let's get these other riches real quick. I've obtained the Draconian Madstone. I should now make the long journey back to Countess Caravane of Inbruma. Man, you know what I've been missing a little bit lately? Old Adult Swim. And I don't mean like old Adult Swim like, oh, dude, when World Peace was on. I don't even mean that, you know. World Peace was still kind of new Adult Swim. You know, when I say old Adult Swim, I mean like Moral Oral, the Oblongs, you know. Like, those are some creative fucking shows. Those are some really good shows that, you know, unfortunately they got, acrobatics increased. That's good. Unfortunately, they ended up, excuse me. Unfortunately, they ended up canceled before they should have. But man, they were just great shows. They were just great shows, you know. I don't even know where the hell I'm going. Oh, damn. All right, sick. I am out of here. Really? Really? It's only now just triggering that aspect of it. The ruins appear to be infested with undead Akaviri. I don't know how long they've been trapped here, but I should proceed with caution. I need to locate the Akaviri commander of the fort who was said to possess the Draconian Madstone. Here we are. Wonder what happens if I try and wear the Madstone. Yeah. Oh, it's just resist poison, resist disease, that's it. I figured with a cool name like that, it would be like, you know, oh, you go mad.
Yes, madam.
Oh, she's asleep. Messenger's diary. Oh, jeez. That's pretty crazy. That's an Akaviri, yep, ruined Akaviri shield. That's probably a sword, I would assume. Yeah, Akaviri katana, multiple. Oh, I want to see if I can. I want to see if I can climb on those things like a cat. Oh, fuck. Hell yeah. Perfect. Uh-oh. In your dream, you see a beautiful young woman, must have been my wife, holding an inflatable. My wife walked in at the time when I said that. That's why I said it, and she looked at me like,
Do you still want the beer?
yeah. Can you bring me one? Thank you. In your dream, you see a beautiful young woman holding an infant to her breast. It is only as you draw near that you realize that the woman is a desiccated corpse and the child is purple and bloated, dying of plague. As mother and child crumble to dust, you awaken.
Do you have the bottle open? I can drink.
Yeah, you might as well. Aha, now's my chance.
I
Hello.
hope you bring good news. Have you recovered the Madstone?
The Medstone?
I never thought it possible. I mean, I had hoped, but to actually hold it in my hands.
We got some Bud Light Platinum as well.
Oh, it's more beautiful than I imagined it. Congratulations. I had a feeling you were the right person for the job. And it seems I owe you a reward. This Akaviri ring was found with the messenger's diary. It awards the wearer with increased agility and resistance to harmful magic. It's known as the Ring
So
of the
fucking
Viper
useless to
Eye.
me. Thanks,
I
lady.
hope it serves you well in your future journeys. The Madstone is finally mine. It's the pinnacle of my collection. Many thanks to you again. Legion duty here in Cyrodiil is usually a dull affair. In the East, though, things are a bit more challenging, and one can make a name for oneself. Concerning this, I can only speak to a friend.
You fucking idiot.
All right.
Really? She feels that low? She, you know,
May luck be always on your side.
I should kill this bitch.
Hello.
Yes, master. You need me?
Oh, shit, yeah. Curious what I look like. Nah, whatever. Doesn't look too much different from a regular Khajiit. It's just the red eyes, that's it. So yeah, now I gotta wait till night. Then I gotta feed on somebody. I forgot I was a vampire.
Hello. Well met.
Yes, master. You need me?
Bud Light Platinum tastes like
Well met.
Marb Southern Cuts if it was a beer. Does it make sense what I'm saying? Anyone who might be here who smoked a Marlboro Southern Cut and also drank a Bud Light Platinum? There is something about it. Tell me somebody's fucking... Tell me somebody's asleep here. You know. Oh, it's only 10:30. That's why. Oh, it's snowing. It's snowing in Bruma. I just remembered it's supposed to snow in New England. I was like, wait a second. Hell yeah, dude! 100 security skill, and I just leveled up. Your hunger for blood has been satisfied. For now. It took me a long time to realize that in the center of the eye is a vampire bat. I had no clue. I always was like, what the hell is that? What is going on here? Oh, interesting. Azura's Shrine. I have not found this location yet, apparently. I'm gonna go sleep amongst the corpses of my comrades.
A coin for an old beggar?
A coin for an old beggar. Scott doing it just like he did in Blood Games. That's exactly what it was. I waited for everyone to go to sleep in the house, That's where we all slept. Was in the house, the season 3 house. But the thing is, like, I lived in the area, so a lot of the time I would just go home. I'd just go home and be like, fuck it, who cares? Like whatever. But there were a few nights that I spent there, and everybody kind of already had their own little space, and there was this extra bed that was just chilling down where they set up the command center, if you want to call it that, for season 3. If you go down the spiral staircase, there's another couple rooms that are attached to the yard. So if you're in the kitchen, you go down the spiral staircase, there's a room, it's got a fireplace there, and then there's another room and another room next to it. That's where production was for season 3. I slept in that room when I was sleeping here for the most part. There was one night, the night I got smashed and ended up in the cell, with all those people. I slept in the den that night. I slept in the den that night because somebody else claimed the bed that was in the production room. So I was just like, oh, I was passed the fuck out. And that was all, that was also the night Cryo freaked the fuck out too. I remember that now. Did Jet make you sleep on the basement floor and thank him for the opportunity? He did, and you know what? I did thank him. I did thank him for the opportunity. Thank you, Jet. Thank you, Jetty boy. Yeah. There's a lot of drama going around. Some people said some shit about Schemer. Yo, I almost got a gerbil yesterday. Don't worry, I'll keep talking about my take on the fish tank shit. Don't you worry. But I almost got a gerbil yesterday because I went to a pet store just on a whim because I was hanging out with the wife. And we wanted to see the guinea pigs. Now, the guinea pigs were so afraid they didn't leave their little hidey holes. But there was this one gerbil who we walked over and he saw us and he walked right up to the glass and he put his hands on the glass like he was like, hey, 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 And he did that multiple times. We walked away and like 30 seconds later we came back and he did the same thing. He ran over to the glass and he was like, hey, Yeah, like we almost got him because we were like, fuck, I think he's picking us right now. I think he picked us. I think we gotta take him. I think he already loves us and he wants us to come. And we legit walked around the store looking for the stuff. But the thing is, we're trying to save money right now because I crashed my fucking car, like I said, and I gotta repair it out of pocket. And that's a pain in the ass. And then in addition to that, I need money for some other things that I'm doing right now. So like even just the idea of like I gotta spend 100 on a fucking gerbil, it's like, dude, that's kind of killer, But I kind of wish I did. Looking back, I kind of wish I did. I really wish I did. I would have put him up right here, and you guys would have been chilling with me and him. That's what we would have did. But anyway. I miss my guinea pigs, man. I want more guinea pigs. But yeah, so in regards to the drama, right? I don't need to be all over Twitter, condemning or condoning anyone or anything, I don't think it really matters that much what I think about the situation. I will say that if John had an agreement and they reneged on the agreement, that does suck. He might feel a little bit disrespected by the fact that Bill Ottman was not there for season 1 and John was, so technically John's been around longer, even though, to be fair, Bill Ottman is part of the team. He's part of the team. John is just a friend of the show. Bill Ottman is part of the team. But the fact of the matter is John was there day 1. Bill Ottman came on. And John felt like he had a personal connection with Jet that just apparently was a little, it got fucked up in some way. So it's like, on one hand, I can understand why John might be a little upset. Does he have to be going as hard as he is? Definitely not. It's better to try and talk to people personally if you have a problem with them. You know, it's like I said, I alluded to a point where I had a bit of a problem and I was a little upset, and I went to Sam and I tried to talk it out with them, you know. Um, and everything was like all good, you know, to my understanding, to my knowledge, everything's all good, right? Um, like you don't bring shit into the public because a lot of the fans do want to see certain people's downfall. They watch parasocially and they get angry about certain people doing certain things. And because of that, when somebody is failing or when somebody's having a hard time or when there's some reason that somebody is putting out into the public for the crazy fans to start shitting all over someone, that's a really fucked up situation, you know. I hope that Jet's all right. I hope that John's all right. Um, I hope that they can both come to an amicable understanding. That doesn't mean they have to work together again. It doesn't mean they have to even be pals. I just hope that they both, especially John, because if I'm being honest with you, John is the one who's really all over Twitter. Um, I think I hope that they can talk it out, and I'm here to facilitate that if it comes down to it. If they want to hop on a call, and I'm here to just make sure nobody is being a fucking bitch about something, then all right, fine. I'm down to do that. I'm pretty good at mediating things like that. I'm pretty good at solving disputes. They call me the dispute solver. They call me the dispute solver is my name. Fuck, I fucked up my upper back a little bit. I pulled a muscle and it's not getting better. So every time I move, I'm just like, ugh. But yeah, overall, I like John. I like Jet. I don't like seeing people that I consider to be friends beefing. Um, is it frustrating how season 3 went down? Yeah, it can be a little bit. Bex talked about it. And you could see she paused for a second and she was like, which is fine, but was it really fine? You know, it's fine, but it was a pain in the ass, I think is what that was. I think that's probably what she was thinking. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I might have felt a little bit of the same way. It's fine, like things change, I get it, but it was a bit of a pain in the ass sitting here for the better part of 6 weeks thinking, oh no, they'll probably hit me up at some point. They told me, no, Scott, no fish tank, right? Um, but overall, I don't hate Jet for that, and like all they got to do is hit me up, and I'm there. Excuse me, like it's a situation where even if people are not handling things correctly, I can understand both sides on a certain level. I can understand a little bit of frustration, and I can understand Jet's point of view of like maybe I got to try something different, or oh maybe this isn't gonna work, or this that the other thing. Season 3 was not a bad season, but it was a failed season, and there's reasons for that, and we don't need to go over every little fucking reason. Not all the reasons were the fault of Sam or Jet or Ben or anything like that. There's just no way that's going to be the case. But I'm sure there were things that could have been done a little bit differently. And is having Bex back part of that? Maybe, maybe not. Is having activities such as karate a part of that? Maybe, maybe not. But like the point that I'm trying to make is nobody's perfect. We're all sinners. And I just hope that we can all go into this recognizing that, hey, I'm not perfect. So I can't expect perfection out of anybody else. And with that understanding, let's try and reach an agreement here where we're at least cool enough as to where we don't want to start beating the fuck out of each other when we happen to be in the same Arby's. We happen to walk into the same Arby's. Trish is there in the corner eating her fucking roast beef sandwich, and we're just duking it out. Like let's try to avoid that kind of thing here. How about that? Um, at the end of the day, like it's a lot easier to exist when you realize. And I'm kind of pivoting from this topic now. I'm pivoting from this topic a little bit here. It's a lot easier to go through life when you realize, understand, and truly, and I mean truly, truly accept that you are not perfect, and much more than that, you are extremely imperfect. you are probably the most imperfect person that you know, because you know yourself better than you know anybody else in the world. I'm the biggest sinner that I know because I know me better than I know anybody, even my wife, right? And sometimes one of my issues is that I can get so focused on everybody else all the time. And sometimes I kind of look at myself and I'm like, yeah, but how often do I like tell myself about myself? You know, how often do I look in the mirror? Do I do it enough? Do I do it often enough? Probably not. Probably not, you know. Um, but the bottom line is like it becomes a lot easier to maintain friendships. It is a lot easier to maintain friendships, and it's a lot easier to just be a heckin' wholesome, good person, a heckin' wholesome neighborhood redditor. It's a lot easier to be that kind of person when you don't go into situations with the understanding that like you're perfect, because you're not. You know, you might have a reason for feeling the way that you do, but you also have to understand that there is a potential that regardless of what your reasoning is, you may have gone a little bit overboard and you may have said and done some things that weren't really proportional to what was happening in the moment or what happened to you. And because of that, like you'll notice that if I get into a beef with somebody, I've only been in a beef with like Letty. That's it. You know, other than that, I've been like mad cool with everybody for the most part. You're gonna notice that like when somebody apologizes to me, I'm usually also apologizing, even if it's a situation where they did me wrong and I got angry about it. It's like they'll be like, "I'm sorry I did that," and I'll be like, "All right, I'm sorry I yelled," you know. Because even if the yelling was necessary or was warranted or at least some level of deserved, it's it's not good to be screaming screaming at people, and they may have also felt a certain kind of way because you were yelling at them, and you shouldn't want people to feel that way. You shouldn't want people to be like, yeah, no, I fucked him over, but like he really did let me fucking have it, and man, when you do that kind of thing, when you start saying the worst things you could say to someone, when you start screaming at someone, it's like a piece of paper, like this is such a dumb thing to do, right? Trying to make sure I don't grab a piece of paper with like sensitive info on it. Oh, well, would you look at that? Would you look at that? A note from Coma Lips. I'm going to I'm not tearing up the note, Coma Lives. Not that I think you're watching this right now, but like this is a piece of paper. It's pretty much fine. Oh. Now it's crumpled, and there's all these creases in it and stuff like that. I can sit here and I can try my best to straighten the paper out and remove the creases. And I can straighten the paper for the most part, but you're always going to notice little creases in there. And that's kind of how people operate. That, like I said, that's the most elementary school way to explain it. And that's literally where I learned this, was elementary school. We had arts and crafts where we had to cut hearts out of construction paper and then crumple them up and uncrumple them and then say, look, when you call someone a name, you can apologize. You can uncrumple the paper. But even though you uncrumpled the paper and it's fine now, is it really fine? Because there's all these little creases in it. You can't truly take things back. You can't truly take something back. And because of that, like, for one thing, you gotta approach situations like that with a certain amount of humbleness. And then also, like, you have to try to avoid flipping out like that in the first place, Like I said, I'm not perfect at that myself. I get really angry a lot, and that's not a good thing. And it's something that I personally want to work on. Not to sit here going deep in on myself or anything like that, but I recognize the issue is the point that I'm making, and I'm not pushing the issue away from myself, trying to deny it. That is me, But anyway, Scott just rips up his marriage license on stream. That's exactly what it is. Actually, that's my 100,000 subscriber special. They wouldn't have had an agreement. Nobody wants a John show to be front page on the site. Yeah, I mean, maybe not. I don't know what. Just Schemer. I don't know what, oh, I got sleep, duh. I don't know what, oh, excuse me. Yeah, you know what, fuck it. Agility and speed. We going speed with it. Cool. Maybe, maybe not. I have no clue. Right? I couldn't tell you what the deal is because I'm not privy to any conversations that John and Jet may have had, you know. But overall, like, you know, it is what it is. Oh, excuse me. What was I about to do? Yeah, I'll go. I'll go to the next dead drop. Old Bridge. Just that's all it is. It's just Old Bridge. I'll go to the Imperial City waterfront. I might as well. No, Scott, you're wrong. Everyone is waiting with bated breath for your opinion specifically. I'm sure they are. I'm gonna wait till I get away from the city to kill this guy though, because I might have some stuff that I don't want. Shut the fuck up. He might I might have some stuff that I don't want these guys taking from me. Oh yeah, like I have Jagasta's black hand robes. Those are stolen. They'll take those from me if I kill him. So I don't want to do that. Scott's entire body is one huge strained muscle. That's exactly what it is. Showdown in the OK Arby's. That's exactly what it is. It's a Mexican standoff, an autism standoff in the Arby's. Damn, that's annoying. All right, whatever. I gotta go to the Oblivion Gate then. Hey there. What the hell was this idiot trying to do? Oh, was he? Oh man, did I kill the Flame Atronach before she got the Adoring Fan? I would have let her get the Adoring Fan first if I had known. Hell yeah. Yeah, you know, it's like I said, like, I was told I was going to be on every season. I was told that I was going to be there multiple times. This wasn't just, like, it was mentioned once on Blood Games out of just, like, good vibes, wanting to say it on the like, you know, for the crowd and stuff like that. I was told multiple times behind the scenes, and then that was, like, you know, I was told on camera. And it is what it is. Sometimes things change. It's whatever, you know. Does it get a little frustrating sometimes? Yeah, but it is what it is. You know, I still love those guys. It's whatever, you know. Oh, nerd. And you know, I think Bex probably feels a similar way, where it's like, hey, you know, fuck it. I like the Old Bridge. I like the production. I like them. Like, all they got to do is hit me up, and depending on what they need, yeah, I can do it. I tend to feel the same way, you know. I don't know if I'm going to be doing Rape Escape type shit anymore, because if things change and I'm not going to be on every season anymore, I don't know how comfortable I feel doing something that I could be getting into a little bit of trouble for if the wrong person was like, oh, he did what, you know? Fucking, but, you know, it is what it is. Sick of all this. It is what it is, bro. BS. I want Scott Sullivan Vengeance arc. That's what it's gonna be. I am Punisher. I am the Punisher. Excuse me. Well, one thing I wish I did during Rape Escape though was I wish I allowed the girls to hit me. I wish we put gloves on them and gave them the ability to throw punches. That's something that ran in my head the other day that would have made it so much better, is if they were just allowed to haul off on me, you know? That would have been good. Um, I picked up my next contract from the dead drop beneath the old bridge. I have been ordered to kill an Argonian hunter named Chaliz, who is holed up in the flooded mine. She is a wanted psychopath, so I should be cautious. Oh, damn. More Nernroot. Hell yeah. A wanted psychopath. Wait a second. Fucking. I wonder what the deal with Pell's Gate is. I'm gonna say hello to these people. Iraqi the Wide. Where's he at? Oh, there he is. I'll feed on him just in case. I think you were gonna be there, but then they had to bail on the house. Everything fell apart, like you said. Well, the thing is, like, they had to bail on the house well after. They had to bail on the house well after I was told that I wasn't going to be there. The way it went was I was told I would be on every season. I showed up to Bitch Tank because I was told to show up to Bitch Tank because they wanted me to be like, you know, they wanted me to do that joke that I've been doing since season 1. They wanted me to like awkwardly hit on the girls and be a weirdo and shit like that, you know? Um, and then Bitch Tank ended. Yeah, I mean, you know, Bitch Tank ended. And what's it called? Then like I was basically told, "Hey, be ready for like I was basically told like, "Hey, hang back for Bitch Tank." That's why I wasn't there for the finale or for the last like 2 to 3 days. Was I was literally told like, "Hey, hang back. You know, there isn't really that much for you to do." Um, you know, but like be ready for season 3. I was literally told season 3 is a different story. Um, so I'm just sitting here waiting for season 3. I think that they're gonna hit me up at some point, and I know that they have a habit of hitting you up like 5 minutes before they need you, right? So I'm not like nervous or anything like that. But you know, then the season started, and I think it was like around week 2 where Sam dropped some hints saying, "If I got a karate instructor, would you like that?" And everyone was like, "Yeah." But then something happened. I don't think it was necessarily the reveal. If it was the reveal, then that's one thing. But I feel like there was something else that happened where like some people left, like Alexis left, LaRon left. I think maybe 1 or 2 more people left. And because of that, it was kind of a situation where it's like, well, they had to pivot, they had to shift, you know. Um, they had to shift because Sam was like, "Oh yeah, we'll get you a karate instructor," which who do you think that's going to be, right? And then they immediately started setting up the Den PTZ camera. And then people started leaving like literally like a day or 2 after that. So if they were going to bring me in, I think it was that. I think it was going to be then. I don't think it was something that they had a hard line plan for, but it was something that presented itself and they were like, "Okay, fine, fuck it." But then like I said, some shit happened and oh well, things change. Um I waited a little bit longer before I texted Sam like, "Yo, you guys going to need me?" And he's like, "Honestly, probably not for season 3. We can't have all the same people or it would be whack." Um you know, like we'll probably reunite in like season 4, season 5, somewhere, something like that. You know, so it was like, hey, all right, whatever, it's cool, it's all good, you know. Um, and then like I want to say a week and a half later, maybe 2 weeks later, if I remember the timeline correctly, that's when they had to abandon that's when they had to abandon the house, you know. So the timeline on that theory doesn't quite add up, you know. Do I think they wanted me in there? I don't know, maybe. It is what it is, you know. It's like I said, I'm not angry. Nern root from Fallout. There's Nirnroot and Fallout too? Or are you just joking, Richie? But yeah, are there unwanted psychopaths? Yes, they're named Scott Sullivan. Oh, excuse me. Oh yeah, I was gonna talk to this guy. I want to see if he has a side quest.
For the love of Azura, welcome to Pell's Gate, friend. No one wants to live in the Gerald Mountains. Well, maybe in Bruma.
Fallout 4 has Nirnroot? That's pretty crazy. I had no idea. That's a cute little thing for Bethesda to do.
Take care.
I'm gonna see these people because, like, I feel like they're probably like they might have something for me.
Well, welcome to Pell's Gate, friend.
Holy shit, you are ugly.
The Imperial City is located on a large island surrounded by Lake Ramar. Farewell.
Welcome to Pell's Gate, friend.
Oh, damn. Is this guy?
Welcome to Pell's Gate, friend.
I did that again because I thought he was missing teeth. I was like, damn, that's a cute. That's I almost called it cute again. It's because I have a couple of drinks in me, so like, I'm kind of scoffing at it.
Well met.
Who the hell are you?
Welcome to Pell's Gate, friend.
Holy fuck, those eyes, dude. That's insane.
If you've done good deeds, the Nine will bless you and cure diseases when you visit their way shrines. Bye.
She's wounded. Welcome to Pell's Gate, friend. Oop. Oh. Oh.
Sorry, friend. It looks like you've wandered into a restricted area. You've got to leave. Now.
A restricted
Welcome
area.
to Pell's Gate, friend.
You guys are fucking weirdos,
Way
dude.
shrines of Arche confer blessings of health on those who've pleased the Nine by righteous acts.
Looking forward to season 4 then. Spent most of my fish coin when you were there in the house during season 2. Same for Blood Games and Bitch Tank. Haley gang. Glad to hear that, Unforced Ego. You know, thank you very much for the support, man. You know. Letty asked if Fish Tank was the coolest thing I have ever been a part of. I'm going to be honest with you guys and say no. I don't talk about other things that I've been a part of for a very, very specific reason. You know, I'll tell you that. Oh, you know, I'll tell you that you guys have seen the fruits of my labor, whether you realize it or not. And maybe one day I'll talk about it a little bit, right? I'm actually a little bit more comfortable talking about it than I used to be, but I still don't want to talk about it like out in public. It's nothing like heinous or crazy or anything like that. But like in my opinion, it is in a certain sense cooler than Fish Tank. Maybe that's just my own personal bias, but regardless, like Fish Tank is an extremely fun thing for me. And I love it as a creative outlet. And I like feeling like I'm a part of internet history. You know? And good. Found it. And in addition to that, I really appreciate all of the people who like me. They like my presence. They like seeing me. They like me trying to be funny. Trying, that's it. Not saying succeeding, just trying. You know, because of that, it makes me want to give 100%, you know? It makes me want to give it my all. And that's why I was there for Bitch Tank, even though Bitch Tank was like a shadow of what a real season would be. And like everybody kind of tacitly agrees, like, oh, you know, that wasn't the best idea. That may not have been the best idea for us to do. You know, that might have been a hasty band-aid on a bullet wound type of thing. We didn't necessarily have to do that. Like, even if everybody agrees, you know, I wanted to give it 100%, and I wanted to use it as an opportunity to prove that, like, yeah, I can be someone who drives content forward. I can be someone who boink, idiot. There's another one? Oh, damn. Fucking Timberwolf. Damn, that's wild. Anyway, I took it as an opportunity, you know, and I chased it with everything that I felt like I could. I didn't have to be there. They weren't asking me to show up every other day. They told me what my role would be, and if I was like, yeah, sure, and then I never showed up, I don't think they would have been like, dude, where were you? Where have you been? Where were you? But I did that because, like I said, I love the project, and I was trying to just I was trying to have fun with it, you know. Um, and I would hope that they have me back for 4. If not, it is what it is, you know. But that's just the way that I feel about it. Is I'd love to be back for 4. Hopefully they'll bring me back, and we'll see. You know, we'll see. Although, oh yeah, sorry. You see, I'm not like drunk, but I am a little I'm feeling it a little bit. You know, 2 glasses of wine, and then I'm halfway through this beer. Um, uh, Overall, what I was trying to say is like, yo, like, thank you guys so much. Part of the reason why I do the things I do is because I want you guys to be entertained. You know, I don't take you guys watching me lightly, and I know you're not watching me on Fish Tank for me and me alone, but I'm saying like you're watching Fish Tank, which I, for better or worse, have become a little bit of a part of the brand at this point. Um, and you know, like I don't take that lightly, and I want you guys to like what I do. You know, I want you guys to be entertained by it and stuff like that. And the same thing goes here. You know, thank you guys for being here. I know my streams have fallen off. It's mainly because I wasn't on season 3, so I'm old hat. You know, people would rather watch Bex Bex Binks. Bex is going to be streaming soon, but Binks, Bert, even Alex B, that type of thing. People would rather watch those people. I get it. I get it. It's all good. You know, they're new. I'm old. You know, whatever. It's all good. But thank you guys for being here. Thank you guys for being here for real, you know. Thank you, Richie, for being here. Thank you, High Ecuador, Unforced Ego, everybody, you know. Uh-oh. See, this chick, oh damn, she got a fire one. Shaliz is dead. I must pick up my reward. Next contract at the dead drop, located at the coffin just outside the ruins of Fort Redman. So it's sort of freezing. I'm curious about where she keeps her shit. She's got to keep her shit somewhere. A battered crate. Just a crate. A covered... Maybe it's in the covered pot. Crate. Long sword of flames. Oh, fuck. Damn. Interesting. What the hell is that thing? Oh, fuck. I lost it already. Iron arrow. Uh-oh. That was a close one. Let's see what's this way. It's probably the same like entrance sort of thing. And this is okay. Flooded Mind. Nah, that's alright. So, collab with Bert. I've been meaning to collab with Binks, but I just haven't had the time or the energy to figure something out. Anything I try to put together, it's just too hasty. I try to throw it together too quick, too short notice. So because of that, a lot of people are just not ready to collab. Plus, I'm kind of an island, right? When people want to do things, they don't tend to think of me because like I'm I don't have time a lot of the time. I'm not just hanging around, you know. Um, I'm the only member of Fish Tank that's married. If you want to call me a member, right? If you want to call me a member, like on that side of like like get friend of the show, special guest, production, whatever you want to call me. I'm the only one of us that's married, if I'm remembering correctly. Yeah, I'm the only one with a wife, you know. So I'm kind of in a different place in my life. I don't have the time to constantly be talking to people all the time. And I'm not like, I'm not able to drop my shit and go down to the inauguration or, go out to the West Coast or something like that. That's not something I can do. I gotta work my fucking job and like shut my mouth until it's time for me to stream Wednesday night, Friday night, or Sunday night. So it is kind of tough to maintain like talking frequently relationships with people because my mind is just not in a place where I'm like, let's see what Jimmy is up to, let's see what Greg is up to, or this person, that person. If I see something, I'll hit somebody up if something reminds me of someone, or if I think someone needs like like a message, like I hit up TJ when he and Taylor broke up. I also hit up Taylor because I liked both of them, right? um just to be like, hey, I don't know what happened, I hope everything's okay with you, I hope you're doing all right, um oh, excuse me. I hit up Jet on Twitter, just checking in, being like, yo, dude, you all good? Um, Shit like that. But I'm not always in like that kind of headspace with these guys. Again, I'm ranting because that's just what I do, but I'm also doing it because I'm a little tipsy. But um, the bottom line is like, yeah, I would definitely like to collab with a bunch of people. I'll collab with Bird if he wants to. I'm down for that. I'll collab with Binks. I like Bink. I keep meaning to collab with Binks, and I just keep forgetting to think of something. Whoops, sorry. Um, so it is what it is. It is what it is. Scott, your AOE streams beat the Binks and Bert streams, and it isn't even close. I appreciate that on Forced Ego. Yeah, we'll have to do more AOE streams or something like that. Bert's streaming with his sister right now. They're just babbling incoherently. Oh man. And you see, like, that's why I'm not mad that my streams are not doing as well, because it's like, fuck, Bert babbling incoherently with his sister. Yeah, I could see why people would want to watch that. I could see why people might be interested in that. you know. That's gotta be a hoot. It's gotta be a hoot, a holler, a hoot and a holler. It's gotta be a laugh, a gaff, a crack, a smack, a whack. Um, Fucking Scott, I saw your Twitter post about that woman who went to Pakistan and got divorced and now wants full citizenship and 5,000 a week USD. Amazing stuff. And that's the funniest part about it to me is that it's not like 5,000 Pakistani money. It's literally 5,000 USD. They probably make 5,000 USD every 10 years if if they're lucky. And in fact, you know what? Let's just double check here. Let's just double check. Um, Pakistani money. I don't know if they use rupees or if that's too. Oh yeah, Pakistani rupee. So that is literally not even 1 cent. One Pakistani rupee is 0.0035 US dollars. What would 5,000 Pakistani rupees be? 1 million. Nope. Wait.
Keep it up, buddy. You're the best fish tank streamer by far. You're the only one that can stand on their own. Also, all the others are virgins or coomers or thoughts. You're the only base trad fish tank streamer.
Oh man, thank you very much, Unforced Ego, for the 100, man. Thank you so much for that, dude, for real. Yeah, I don't know what else to say other than thank you for that, you know. But fucking nah, you know, it is what it is. Nobody's perfect, you know. I'm definitely not perfect. I'm definitely not perfect, you know. I appreciate the love though. It's like I said, you know, I appreciate the love though. Man, again, thank you so much, dude. Thank you. But yeah, $5,000 would be uh 1,413,627 rupees. There's also a 37, but I don't know what they call their cent system, you know. So you would literally have to be a rupee millionaire, a Pakistani millionaire, to give somebody $5,000 a month, and that's not even considering how much you would have to pay how much you would have to make to support yourself. Right now, I'm curious. Average salary, Karachi, Pakistan. We'll do Karachi because that's their main economic hub, right? The average salary in Karachi, Pakistan is 629,000 rupees per year. So not even half that is the average salary. And yeah, I mean that just ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen. That's the average salary. So that is what it is, you know. There's a lot of people out there who they don't have they just don't grasp reality. They don't have a real understanding of reality. And there can be a bunch of different reasons for that. Mental illness can be one of those things. Not that I believe in a lot of modern mental illness, but like there's a lot of delusional mental illnesses, you know, schizophrenia and certain other things like that. Or it could just be a deficiency, like some kind of narcissism or something like that. And there's a lot of women out there specifically, not saying men can't be delusional, not saying men can't not be in touch with reality. Of course they can be. But a lot of women out there, especially millennial women who are now entering into their 30s, they have this weird idea that if you don't make enough money, you're just not being a man enough, you know? It's kind of similar in the way that like one of the jokes about rich people is that like they can't grasp being poor because they're just like, why don't they just buy more money? It's kind of the same thing where it's like, oh, what, you can't afford 5,000 rupees a month? Well, man up. As if being a man, as if manning up is gonna make almost 1.5 million rupees just fall from the fucking sky. And then also citizenship. They're somehow going to get citizenship because what? They're a boss bitch. They're going to walk into the citizenship whatever you have to deal with in Pakistan to get citizenship, and they're going to be like, "Give me that." Like, what the fuck? Like, what do you know? That's not how it's not how it works. And that is one of those women, you know? And that's why she's going after a Pakistani dude in the first place. If she could find a dude in America, she would. But she can't find a dude in America that matches her standard. And she ended up talking to a dude on the internet who probably sent her pictures that weren't even his. He probably like got them off Google of like South Asian man. South Asian man with Rolex, you know, where like he probably like chopped the arm off. He like cropped the photo so that you can only just see the arm of what is clearly like a Pakistani dude, and there's a Rolex on there, and he's like, "This is me. Yes, that is mine. That is my Rolex. That's my Rolly." You know, that's probably what he did, and because she is so much of a fucking nutty bitch. She was like, "Oh, these men in America ain't shit. I bet Pakistani men treat their women well." And then when she got there, she realized, "Oh no, like fuck, it's worse here than it is in America." All right. You know, one thing leads to another. She ruins the marriage that she was going to have. And then she turns around and now she thinks through the power of what, just demanding, just making demands. She's going to be a Pakistani citizen who earns 5,000 rupees. She's $5,000 a month in rupees. You know, like, get out of here. That's something that I used to do. I bought into this idea that if you just take charge and you walk into a place and you start yelling at people, you're gonna get what you want because people are gonna be like, "Whoa, he means business. Whoa, that guy, wow, that guy means business. He came in here and he said, hey, pencil neck. Hey, pencil neck. Gimme. Hey, pencil neck, give me that. Hey, gimme that." Right? Like, I did that a few times when I was like a late teen, in my early 20s, you know, that age group, and it never got me anything other than fired from jobs and kicked out of places and other shit like that. And this lady's gonna figure that out, you know. I mean, she'll face the consequences, but she'll probably be just as delusional. She'll find a way to make it into everybody else's fault but hers, you know. It's wild. It is wild, you know. You know, you catch more flies with honey than vinegar, that's for sure. And you know, a lot of people don't realize that. A lot of people don't get that, you know. There was something else that I wanted to say about that whole like take charge kind of attitude, you know. It's everybody knows you're full of shit. It's like, what are you gonna do if somebody says no? You know, I was gonna say the only time it works is when it's like a situation where like it can work. Like I was at a Dunkin' Donuts. I was doing DoorDash a few years ago, and fucking like this group of people, they weren't even that busy. They were just lazy. They were just lazy fucks. Just being bad workers, you know. And I'm not someone who's like, you gotta always be on the ball. It's just like, genuinely, they were just rude. They were just rude and shitty. And I tell them, oh yeah, I have an order for this guy. And they're like, oh, all right. And they get me like the shit slow. And then they forgot one of the coffees. And I see that they forgot one of the coffees. And I'm sitting here waiting for them to get me the coffee because I'm like, oh, hey, you forgot it. And they're like, all right, we'll get it for you. Nobody got it for me. So I literally sat there like, excuse me, knocked on the thing. Everybody ignored me. I was like, excuse me, just a little bit louder. And then that third time I was like, yo, I fucking yelled loud and people jumped. They were like, what? And I was like, I need my shit. And then they got it for me. You know, like that's a situation where it's like, all right, you're being straight up disrespected by somebody who's supposed to be getting you your fucking coffee. Like, that's a situation where it's like, yeah, you walk in and you do that a little bit, right? But even then, that's still not the same as what this woman's doing. It's like, I deserved the coffee because I was supposed to get that coffee for the customer, and I get in trouble if I don't get the fucking coffee. So, like, these people who are blowing me off, yeah, they're going to get a little bit of an attitude. But, like, this is the type of woman who it's like, when you're like, I'm sorry, ma'am, I can't do that for you. You walked into a bank and you asked me to withdraw money from your account. You owe us money. You are literally $50 overdrawn. I'm sorry, I can't give you the $20 you wanted to get. And she's like, what? What you mean? You know, she's like that type of shit. It's so crazy to see people who are like that, you know, and men can be like that too. I'm not saying they can't, but like a lot of women are like that, and they're like that in such a sure-footed way, if that makes sense. It only works if you yell at them and tickle them at the same time. Exactly. That was going to be my next step, was to start tickling the cashier if they didn't get me my coffee. I'm pretty delusional. I believe Scott's my father. That's not a delusion, son. Happy birthday, son. But yeah, I'm gonna head out, guys. All right, thank you so much. If I can stream tomorrow, I will. But I streamed all 3 days this weekend, and I'm gonna be streaming all 3 days next weekend. So I might not stream tomorrow. If I don't, I will definitely stream Wednesday. I apologize. Last Wednesday, I completely and totally fucking forgot to stream. I shit you not. I got home. I ate dinner and I started watching a movie. I was watching Dune 2. I resisted watching Dune for a while, but you know what? They got me. They got me. Dune is a really good movie. It's a really good series, you know? But yeah, anyway. Oh man. Um but yeah, so if I don't stream tomorrow, I definitely will be streaming Wednesday. Even if I do stream tomorrow, I'll be streaming Wednesday. I'm just saying, like, if I do decide to stream tomorrow, we'll do a deep dive into that website for the Modern Insurgent. We'll do a deep dive into that website, you know. Lori and Video, what's going on? I'm actually on my way out, but I will tell you that they didn't give me my coffee because they were just being shitty, you know? And it wasn't even my coffee. I was doing a DoorDash. So, like, it's not like if I didn't get my coffee, it's like, whatever, fuck it. I guess I don't have a coffee today. I don't bring this person their coffee. They're going to be like, he didn't bring me my coffee. And they're going to be mad. And DoorDash is going to get on my ass, you know? So I had to, like I said, I've tried to be polite. Then I was a little bit less polite, you know, just talking louder, still very polite, but you know, trying to be like, excuse me, you know. And then when they didn't fucking answer to that, that's when I was like, yo, you know, you got a little ignorant with it. You know, you need to have that ability. You need to have that bite to you, but you need to never use it until there's that like one situation every now and again, every once in a great while, where you got to have a Hank Hill's Japanese cousin, Japanese half brother moment. You remember that episode of King of the Hill where Hank Hill's brother, he has a half Japanese brother, and he slowly has to teach his his Japanese half brother. Well, I mean, technically he is just half Japanese, but he has to teach his Japanese half brother how to like not be a pushover. And like the dude's like, I kick your ass, you know. He ends up screaming that. You need to have that ability, or else you're gonna get walked all over because everybody's fucking lazy. I'm lazy. I don't want to do shit. Are you kidding me? You know? And that's I'm working on a video. I'm going to start working on a video. It's going to be things that I wish I could tell my 10-year-old self, you know? And that's one of the things is like, yo, people are just trying to get through their day and they will let you burn for it. And you just have to understand that and try your best to not have to deal with people doing that type of shit. Say no more, and you know, don't be so ready to take on tasks and projects, and you know, be ready to be like, dude, get out of here, do your own shit, man. But anyway, I do gotta hit that dusty trail. All right, thank you guys so much. I will catch you later. Peace out.